Good morning. My name's Tracy Friars, and welcome here to Harmony this morning. And you are in for a great big treat because this amazing woman who's making her way behind me, she can run from there and come to here and do all the things that she needs to do to lead worship. And so Terry Lynn is our worship leader today, as Jen is on a well-deserved week off after Holy Week. And so I just wanted to make sure that we gave Terry Lynn the most official warm welcome.
Sneaky, sneaky Tracy Friars is what we're going to call her. Good morning. Yes, for those who may not know me, my name is Terry Lynn McNichol, and I am the music director here at Harmony. And Jen is taking a well-deserved rest week this week. It was a roller coaster ride. She used that term going into Holy Week, and it was a roller coaster ride for Holy Week. So I hope that this is less of a roller coaster ride for you the week after Easter. I offered to do this service because I had a Ron Klusmeyer service 75% done for the last few years. So this was just an incentive for me to finish it. Who is Ron Klusmeyer and why Ron Klusmeyer service? Well, for starters, he's Canadian. That's always important to recognize our Canadian composers. And he lives on Vancouver Island in British Columbia. He's worked in music and arts and as a full-time ministry of music since 1971, as also a composer, editor, and arranger. As a composer, he collaborates with authors Walter Farquharson in Canada, Ruth Duck in the United States, Fred Kahn in England, and also John Oldham in Canada, as well as many others. He has hundreds of selections published worldwide. Voices United, the official hymn book of the United Church of Canada, contains more hymn tune compositions by Ron Klusmeyer than any other contributor. In fact, there are 17 Ron Klusmeyer hymns in our Voices United book. So that alone makes him pretty important, and we can recognize him in a service. More Voices, which is a supplement to Voices United, includes more of Ron's hymn tunes, 10 to be exact. And let's go all the way back to the Green Songs for the Gospel People, 8. I mean, this is a pretty impressive streak here. So, in addition, his compositions are featured in Anglican, Presbyterian, Lutheran, and Roman Catholic hymnals in Canada, as well as other denominational hymn books in the United States. Ron Klusmeyer has served as the head office of the United Church of Canada as National Music Ambassador and simultaneously directed music and arts programs in 2 Mississauga, Ontario churches. He has also served as Minister of Music in Calgary, Ottawa, Cambridge, and Parksville, British Columbia. He currently serves as musician at 2 parishes on Vancouver Island, the Anglican Church of St. Anne and St. Edmund in Parksville, BC, and the Anglican Church of St. Mark's, Qualicum Beach, BC. We at the United Church of Canada have been singing his music for so long, and we really don't know anything about this prodigious composer. I will pass along more tidbits as we journey together this morning, but let me touch a bit on this introit, Teach Me God to Wonder. He wrote this music in 1974. I'm not going to say how old this makes me feel, but I might have been born close to that year. And it was included in the Green Book. I think that this is the first Klusmeyer music that I ever learned. Morning, Kate, how are you? Is it good? Are you going to go see Tracy? I should let you know that unfortunately this morning we have no children's time upstairs because Myra is ill this morning. So you guys are stuck with me. Feel free to grab some coloring books. I don't know your name, sweetheart, but you remind me of my great niece. And you're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm sorry. Abby? Abby. Well, Abby, if you feel the urge to get up, stand up, and dance and sing or whatever, then that's totally fine. Anytime during this service, you are welcome anywhere in this congregation, okay? But there are some things at the back if you are interested in coloring at any time. Amy's willing to take the kids up in conversation. Amy is willing to take the kids up. Oh, thank you, Amy. That's absolutely fabulous. We appreciate that. So yes, we are going to sing this wonderful Ron Klusmeyer song, Teach Me God to Wonder.
Teach me, God, to wonder. Teach me, God, to see. Let your world of beauty capture me. Praise to you be given. Love for you be lived. Life be celebrated. Joy you give. Let me, God, be open. Let me loving be. Let your world of people speak to me. Praise to you be given. Love for you be lived. Life be celebrated. Joy you give. Let me, God, be ready. Let me be awake. In your world of loving my place stay. Praise to you be given. Love for you be lived. Life be celebrated. Joy you give. Teach me, God, to know you, hear you when you speak, see you in my neighbor when we meet. Praise to you be given, love for you be lived, life be celebrated, joy you give.
So again, welcome to all who are here in Harmony's sanctuary, as well as to those that are online. We are grateful for your presence today with us. I would also like to welcome Reverend Doreen Daly, who's with us this morning. It's lovely to see you again. Way back when, in my first incarnation, Doreen and I had passed each other, and she has retired, I hear, from church in Prince Edward Island, and she is here to celebrate her husband's 70th birthday. So that's very exciting. And I see over in the corner, not looking at me, and I won't look at him either, Reverend John Roy. So welcome, John. And what else do we have to celebrate this morning, Tracy? Oh, sorry, we're going for the service introduction. My bad. Let me go back a page. Pardon? Yes, that's okay. So this morning is going to be a very musically filled service. So whether you sing with exuberance or whether you sing within your heart, I am hopeful that we will be singing together some songs that we recognize easily. So with regard to Mr. Klusmeyer, he again collaborates with some wonderful lyricists, text masters, and these people allow us to experience ways to praise in different ways. And one of the things that I enjoy about Ron Klusmeyer's music is that it is, I don't want to say easy because it's not. However, it is one of those, all of his music is an earworm for me. It sticks, it's singable, it's happy, and there's even laughter in his music. Walter Farquharson was the one that wrote the lyrics to Teach Me God to Wonder. And one of the things he had to say about that hymn is that he understands the word wonder is the opposite of taking for granted. And that he believes on one hand, wonder is a natural response to the world around us, and that it is with us, part of us, and from the moment we first draw breath. On the other hand, wonder is something learned and nurtured by those who are practitioners of art. Wonder gives rise to curiosity and a desire to know more, to see more deeply, and to identify connections. And I really loved that. So I would like us to have wonder about the music of Ron Klusmeyer. He was here when this was Glenview United Church years ago in my first incarnation here, and it really stuck with me, that workshop that he presented here. It was my first introduction to Ron Klusmeyer, and I have not stopped loving all of what I learned then, and hopefully we can learn together this morning. Now we have some celebrations. The mic is on back there. So what are we celebrating this morning? Oh, Bob has one. The microphone is coming, Bob.
I have two celebrations this morning. April 4th coming up, or back, should say. Little Miley is not little anymore. She's sweet 16.
Sweet 16 for Miley. That is exciting.
April 4th, and my daughter Lisa, she's 47.
Your daughter Lisa is 47. Wow.
And April 6th. So that's all I have to say.
Awesome. Oh, and Lois right next to him.
Our oldest son is turning 60 today.
Your oldest son is turning 60 today.
Uh-huh.
Well, happy birthday to him.
Thank you.
We also have another minister with us here this morning.
Yes. Yes, Reverend John Roy.
She saw me sneak in.
I did.
But there is another one. Tori Mullins is here too. She's sitting way up front.
I don't know why you people picked today, but really it's not my day. Well, we welcome all of you. Thank you for choosing Harmony this morning, as intimidating as it may be for me.
Hi. My name's Tori Mullen. I'm actually the growth animator for Ontario East and Quebec. Your growth animator is Sharon Ballantyne. She's the growth animator for the Atlantic. But I live in Hampton. So we made the long journey this morning to join you.
Welcome, Reverend Tori. Do we have anything else to say? Oh, over here. Now hold on, Stuart. We need the microphone for this. I know you don't need it in here, but they need it out in the ethers.
We have a wedding anniversary tomorrow. I think it's 63.
Double check with your wives. She was doing this. So what is it, Marie? 63. Well, congratulations to you both.
Terry Lynn, you kind of spoiled my thunder, didn't you?
I have a
Great
tendency.
to be back here to visit with you, and as Terry Lynn said, this is Mike's 70th birthday, so we're celebrating by coming back to familiar places.
Wonderful.
Lovely to be here.
Wonderful to have you, Noreen. I think we're good to sing.
Happy celebration to you. Happy celebration to you. Happy celebration, God bless you. Happy celebration to you. Shout, shout, shout.
As we gather to worship, let us pause to remember that in this region we live and work and worship on lands that are by law the unceded territories of the Wabanaki peoples, predominantly the lands of the Mi'kmaq, Maliseet, Penobscot, and Passamaquoddy. May we live with respect on this land and live in peace and friendship with its people. This morning we are going to sing the centering music together, Jesus Teacher Brave and Bold. It's another Ron and Walter collaboration, which was their first. They write, it's a special hymn Walter said it was one of the first that he wrote. In 1973, he took the words with him when he went to the Prairie Christian Training Center to lead a workshop on the place of hymns in worship. He had hoped to find someone interested in composing a tune for his text. Lo and behold, Ron Klusmeyer had come to that workshop. They left the workshop with Ron's new tune written for Walter's words and a sense that an amazing bond of friendship and creative partnership had been formed. How blessed are we that they met at that workshop, as the partnership has been amazingly fruitful and produced many hymns. Let us sing together, Jesus Teacher Brave and Bold.
Jesus, teacher, brave and bold, let us serve you, young and old. Let us faith-filled workers be, all around your wisdom see. Let us play and dance and sing, your goodness find in everything. Jesus, friend so strong and true, show us good, brave work to do. Show us those who need a friend, all things broken, help us mend. Free our minds and stretch our care, teach us to serve you everywhere.
We gather this morning as people of faith with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light the Christ candle, a beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning. We also light our affirming candle as a symbol of our recognition that this world is filled with many different lights and that all of them are part of the one light that shines among us all. Let us join together with a gathering response. We bid you welcome who come with weary spirit seeking rest, who come with troubles that are too much with you, who come hurt and afraid. We bid you welcome who come with hope in your heart, who come with anticipation in your step, who come proud and joyous. We bid you welcome who are seekers of a new faith, who come to probe and explore, who come to learn. We bid you welcome who enter this hall as a homecoming, who have found here room for your spirit, who find in this people a family. Whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are on your journey, we bid you welcome. Please join me with the opening prayer. How rare it is, how lovely this fellowship of those who meet together. It is a joy to give thanks to the eternal, to sing praise, to proclaim God's goodness in the morning. In this sweet music of community, I sing for joy at all that Spirit has done and continues to do. Ron Klusmeyer's choral work has been popular, particularly in the United Church of Canada, for more than 35 years. As I stated previously, he has the most amount of hymns in our current Voices United hymn book. I'm looking forward to seeing how many he has in our next hymnal. As I said, he came and gave a workshop here in Glenview United Church, and I found at the time that it was very memorable because I was a teenager. It was my first go-round in a church. I shouldn't even have been working here. I wasn't technically legally of age. Shh. So it was very impactful for me. It was fun, easy to learn music. We all left knowing new hymns that I don't know, I'm speaking on behalf of other people, but I feel like it's stuck with all of us. And I was just starting to build my music library. I still have the books and binders and pieces of music that I bought 35 years ago at that, or okay, my parents bought 35 years ago at that workshop. But I stopped buying them so much because they were now available in hymnals. So we can all enjoy his offerings of music. Our next hymn, Give to Us Laughter, is another Ron and Walter hymn. They do make an amazing team, don't they? Walter referenced on this collaboration with, I suspect that of all of the hymns we have written, the one that has been sung the most often is Give to Us Laughter. Of course, Ron's tune laughs right along with us, but does not trivialize the words, which is really special. So I invite you all to stand and sing Give to Us Laughter. This morning's theme conversation is the song To Show by Touch and Word. This collaboration was between Ron Klusmeyer and Fred Kahn. Fred wrote about this in his book, The Only Earth We Know, published by Hope Publishing Company. This was first published in 1975 and revised in 1996. This hymn expresses one of my major preoccupations in life. How do we make a good transition from worship in church to representing Christ in the world? I often think that the most important liturgical movement in worship is the opening of the church doors after the blessing. Now what? The music, as we have heard previously, is catchy and easy to learn, made simple enough for a child, but not trivializing the words. It is enough of an earworm to be taken with you almost as a theme outside of the walls of the sanctuary throughout the rest of your week. I invite any youth or youth at heart, if you would like this morning, to go upstairs. Amy will be working with the youth in place of Myra, who is ill, so feel free to leave at any time as necessary. Let us sing together To Show by Touch and Word.
Renew our minds
Please join me, standing as you are able, in the Statement of Faith, a New Creed. We are not alone. We live in God's world. We believe in God, who has created and is creating, who has come in Jesus, the Word made flesh, to reconcile and make new, who works in us and others by the Spirit. We trust in God. We are called to be the church, to celebrate God's presence, to live with respect in creation, to love and serve others, to seek justice and resist evil, to proclaim Jesus, crucified and risen, our judge and our hope. In life, in death, in life beyond death, God is with us. We are not alone. Thanks be to God. You may be seated. Scripture this morning is also a Ron Klusmeyer hymn. I'm sure you're shocked. This one goes back to the Green Songs for Gospel hymnal. It is in Voices United as well. He wrote the hymn Praise to the Lord, Psalm 113, for a special service. It was chosen to represent the people from North America at the recommitment service of the 50th anniversary meeting of the World Council of Churches in Harare, Zimbabwe in December of 1998. I felt that it was a prudent choice for this time where we have such strife close to home and around the world to revisit this song, and in particular its original use within such an important event of the World Council of Churches. Let us sing together Psalm 113, Praise to the Lord. Ruth Duck and Ron Klusmeyer collaborated on our next song. It's a song of praise to the Maker. Ruth used the Psalm 148 as an inspiration for the hymn, which encourages everyone to join with all creation and, quote, sing, sing, sing to the Maker too. It is a psalm which resounds with praise to the Lord Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth. As the work of God's hands, it is only right and proper that all of heaven and earth praise the Lord. This hymn was written by Ruth Duck in 2002. So let us sing together, standing as you are able, moving, wiggling, clapping, whatever you'd like to do to praise the Maker.
And by the Spirit
Thank you all so very much. That energy is high now. So now let me bring you down. I am going to try to be, what was it, Tracy?
Be brilliant, be brief, and be gone.
Be brilliant, be brief, and be gone. Loved that. I'm a musician. I shouldn't be here in this position, but here we are. Here we are. I'm going to try to pull some thoughts together, and if anyone knows me, that's really hard for me to do, with regard to Klusmeyer and harmony. Ron Klusmeyer has a website where most of his songs are free. They are accessible in multiple formats. Some have audio, some have video versions to peruse, so you can more easily learn these gems of songs. His songs musically are generally written in keys comfortable and accessible to most singers' ranges. And the melodies are what would be considered, quote unquote, singable, accessible to the majority of people, whether they think they can sing or not. As I have said previously already, I find the majority of these hymns earworms. They stick with me long after I've heard them. I'll be going out this week to sing, sing, sing with the Maker too. Guaranteed. It's going to be there all week. To create music that is enjoyable, playable, and singable to most, as Walter Farquharson also noted, that doesn't trivialize any of the words, that is not common. To do that in short periods of time, as also noted previously in a weekend workshop, also not common. Ron Klusmeyer has collaborated and taken texts from the Bible and made it accessible to those who may have never had a Bible, let alone read any part of a Bible. And often people will remember the lyrics to a song, but not remember a passage that was either read or that they have read themselves. That is one of the fun things about music, is it activates various parts within our brain matter. So it is more likely that it will stick in our brains when we are listening to music, that the words will stick with us because it's activating more parts of our brain than just reading said words or listening to words alone. Making things accessible to most or to all is the key to why so much of Ron Klusmeyer and his collaborators' music has been included in the last 3 United Church of Canada hymnals. Making things accessible to most or all is the key to why I feel Harmony is a growing faith community. Harmony has worked consistently from its incarnation 6 years ago to be inclusive, affirming, and accessible for all. Harmony has the certificate and the affirming logo to display to show that we are what we say we are. But the reality for me here at Harmony is that a certificate and a logo are only visual things. I need more than visual things. Harmony is accessible by sight, by sound, and by action. When someone accesses Harmony for whatever reason, they are welcomed. From the moment you park your car here at Harmony, you are welcome. Anyone who accesses Harmony is treated with kindness. Every person that comes in person or joins a service online is given access to safe sanctuary, access to scripture in various forms through song, story, spoken word, oftentimes actions when Jen is here with the kids. I wasn't going there this morning. But with the hope that one or more of these forms of communication reaches the people here in this space, no matter the time. You can go back and watch a service online here at Harmony, and I can guarantee you that you will feel, know, and trust that this is safe, welcoming, accepting, affirming. More often, though, harmony is accessible through action. I dare say that the outreach of harmony is the heart of this church. And it is how harmony is accessible and is accessed by more people than we can possibly realize. Brown bag lunch is only one of them, but it probably has the biggest reach. Our services, our minister, our administrative support, our tech team, our building maintenance team, our worship team, finance team, board, congregants, everyone who helps keep harmony running helps keep harmony accessible. Accessible, affirming, inclusive, welcoming are all words I have heard people use to describe Harmony United Church. I would like to add the word harmonious to our list of descriptors this morning. Harmony is much like a Ron Klusmeyer hymn, in my opinion. A beautifully crafted, multi-part, resonating, uplifting, laughter included, harmonious piece of music where there is always room for another voice, no matter their ability or facility. Everyone is welcome at Harmony, and harmony is accessible to everyone. I spent Easter Monday with my dad, and Mom had a chance to get out of town for the day. I was off of school. I hung out with my dad. And what did I do? I typed everything that you just heard me say. And while he was having a nap, Tracy and I had been conversing a little bit, and I realized I needed some pictures for this PowerPoint slideshow. So as I was searching through pictures on the internet, I came across an interview with Ron Klusmeyer from the Observer magazine in April of 2013, so 11 years ago. And he was asked about how he felt having his songs dismissed or looked down upon by other composers because they weren't exactly, quote unquote, complicated. And as he said, quote, "It's hard to write music that's accessible and still have it be musical with meaningful theological content," end quote. Accessibility is the key. I felt when I read that, because I had already gone through all of the accessibility things and how accessible Harmony was, that when I read that direct quote and he said the exact same thing, that I had confirmation from Spirit that the thoughts were on track and this service was on track, and that this faith community called Harmony is harmonious in many ways. Blessed be, amen. Did I get it in, Tracy? Woohoo! Good work, Terry. Thank you. We respond with hope because the following song, "Who Is My Mother?" has no background information posted on his website, but it was too darn fun to pass up. So our choir anthem this morning is "Who Is My Mother?"
Jesus Christ.
says you can't have fun in a church, right? The pastoral prayer this morning is a responsive prayer. Please join with me. God, in a world that seems to have gone crazy and lost its way, we come to you, not just seeking answers, but seeking strength and courage for the days ahead. We pray for courage to be the people who you have called us to be, people who seek justice and peace through your love of all your people. We seem to be a deeply divided people, but as we look and listen to those around the world, so many seem divided at war with one another, either through words or worse, with guns and killing. Surely, we humans must test your patience, but we know that your love is all-encompassing, never-ending, and always forgiving. This is our hope, that you love us unconditionally. We lift up those in our lives who are sick or hurting in any way. Give them peace and strength to face their situations. Through the collective energies of prayer, it is no longer one prayer for one person, but that one prayer to that one person is bolstered by all, to all, and for all. O Spirit of life and renewal, we have wintered enough, mourned enough, oppressed ourselves enough. In this, the season of steady rebirth, we awaken to the power so abundant, so holy, that returns each year through earth and sky. We find our hearts again and our good spirits. We will love and believe and give and wonder and feel again the eternal powers. The flow of life moves ever onward through one faithful spring and another, and now another. May we be forever grateful. Alleluia. With our hearts, minds, and spirits accessible, we pray together the words that we have been taught. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. As an accessible church, we have a lot going on in our community. Tracy.
Thank you, Terry Lynn. We are really quite blessed here at Harmony to be able to participate in this one-woman play called Stolen Sisters. And this is being presented by the affirming committees of Harmony, Quispamsis United, and also the Two Rivers Pastoral Charge, the United Churches at Two Rivers. It is all about the journey that we are on in terms of reconciliation in this country. And this particular 1 hour, one-woman play will take place here in this sanctuary on the 30th of April. It's a Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. We really hope that you will join us here for that. It's always a learning for us, no matter what we do, and there's opportunities for us to always continue to learn in terms of our truth and reconciliation and our responsibility as people, but as members of this United Church of Canada. And so that's Tuesday, April 30th, 6:30. You'll see more about this online as we continue to share. And Deantha Edmonds, who you see in this photo, is not only a fabulous actress, but also an amazing singer. She's quite a person, quite a woman. And so the St. John Theatre Company are putting this on. They have a grant. They're putting it on. It's a paid performance there on the 27th if you wish to see it there. It is a free will offering here. They're taking this story as far as they can. So please mark it in your calendar. One more thing. At the end of the third end, it's 2-0 Canada.
Is that curling? Curling. Curling. All right. Very good. It's the final? Oh, see, I'm so behind in time. I am so grateful that I can also call Deantha a colleague as a teacher of music. She's amazing in everything that she does. I really hope that people will be able to come to one of these performances with her. Coffee time today downstairs in Blair Hall. Everyone is welcome to come down, and it's not just coffee. There's tea as well, and conversation and crumpets, I'm sure. Oh, yes, this is so cool. There's an introductory Tai Chi class, which will be happening Wednesdays, 1:30 to 2:30 p.m., as well as 7 to 8 p.m. here at the church. Suitable for all ages and abilities, $7.50 per class. Please contact by phone or by email as listed, Andre, at that phone number. And it's also in the announcements that got mailed out. Please contact them if you have any questions. And there's a free Chinese dance workshop for ages 14 and up. Learn elegant Chinese dance moves with the Chinese Ki Pao Club. They can't help me. I'm never going to be elegant. It's impossible. I don't care how much training they can give me. However, other people may be more inclined to be elegant than I, and it will be here at Harmony United Church Saturdays 2 to 4. Please contact Ella Wang at the email provided in your announcements that were sent out. The free webinar on Wednesday, April the 10th, 7:30 p.m. I believe Jen had a few people that were interested in that there was going to be a watch party here. So this is for everyone across the country to learn more about stewardship first principles. So get in contact with Reverend Jen if you are interested. All right. The ministries of this church and of the United Church of Canada would not be possible without your support. And we hope that you give not out of obligation, but in hope that your gifts can do for all. You can give by mail, by dropping off in the church mailbox, on the web, by PAR, or by e-transfer. We invite you now to sing the offertory hymn as the offering is being brought forward. Grateful.
Grateful for the life you give us, thankful for your Holy Son, joyful in your Spirit flowing over all, O God of love. Grateful for the bread of heaven, thankful for your holy word, joyful in your mercy flowing, we will praise you.
Please join me in the responsive offertory prayer. Freely we have received of gifts that minister to our needs of body and spirit. Gladly we bring to our church and its wide concerns a portion of this bounty. Let there be an offering to sustain and strengthen this place which is sacred to so many of us, a community of memory and of hope, for we are now the keepers of this dream. I have nothing more to give you other than please stand and sing together deep in our hearts from more voices.
Deep in our hearts, there is a common vision. Deep in our hearts, there is a common song. Deep in our hearts, there is a common story.
Again, we invite you to join us downstairs for coffee and crumpets. I'm very grateful for sharing this time with you this morning. Thank you for allowing me to give some thoughts on an influential composer to me, and thank you for allowing Reverend Jen a week of rest. Please join me together with responsive sending forth. Hold on to what is good. Hold on to what you believe. Hold on to what you must do. Hold on to God's hand.